Hey guys, I found this on YouTube today and I figured we'd kind of go over it because they say they see something at the end and I want to see if you guys see it too.
Or me or anyone on this live, or anyone in this world. Um, the only person she needed to be held accountable to was the court, the justice system that put her in prison for the amount of years she got. She served her time. If you don't like it, go I don't know, advocate for different laws to be put through. I don't know what else to tell you, but that is accountability. What do you
First of all, it's not called accountability because Gypsy didn't tell the truth. So therefore she didn't get true accountability, right? Had Gypsy been honest, had her attorney been honest, and had he not scooped below the belt with the whole Munchausen by proxy shit, no, it wouldn't. Because Gypsy would still be in prison and we wouldn't have to be having this discussion right now. So, no, Gypsy will never be fully accountable unless she goes back and has a fair trial and tells the fucking truth.
call that? What do you
I call that a flipping smack on the wrist. A flick.
to a crime? I call it accountability. What do you call testifying and for someone else?
You have to.
Taking accountability for your part in
When you get
she took accountability.
subpoenaed, there's no choice, dummy.
So what was that? Was that just like nothing?
Yeah, it was.
She doesn't owe you, me, or anyone else anything.
She does.
So
Yep.
And first of all, no, Gypsy was subpoenaed, y'all. I'm watching Mandy's video because I couldn't find mine, but that's her in the background. I'm trying not to use her content. I just need the video. But no, Gypsy was subpoenaed, and not only that, Gypsy's sentence had already been set in stone. She knew she was only going to spend 8.5 years. So if she truly wanted to get on that stand and help Nick, she fucking could have. But she didn't. She lied and took every stab at that man she could to make sure he spent life in prison because she knew that he knew something that happened in that room that he still holds today, that he says he'll hold to his grave. That's why Gypsy did not get on that stand and truly try to help Nick. Because if he would have got out, he would have been able to tell the truth. It was just her way of doing the same thing she did to her mom for silencing her mom. Her mom was going to tell on her. Gypsy would have been hated by the entire town. Charities, people would have come after her for conning and grifting, for lying, for manipulating, for deceiving them, for stealing. And when her mom was going to tell, she silenced her. She did the same thing to Nick, in a sense. So if she truly wanted to get on that fucking I about called it a counter. That stand and truly help Nick, she could have. And she chose not to. She lied and dug it. It's awful to watch, y'all. I mean, she just took a stab after stab knowing she was fucking lying. Do you know how, if I was about, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If you were doing me that way, and you were standing in my fucking face, and I knew that I was about to spend life in fucking prison, I would have done everything I could to come across that fucking counter. Because I'd have wrung your motherfucking neck. I'd have wrung your fucking neck before you left that courtroom. I promise. I promise. Especially if I was about to do life because of you. Because of something you did. Something you orchestrated. Something you involved me in. And then you leave me hanging out to dry? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'd have wrung your fucking neck. I promise you. Nick. People think that we should not feel bad for Nick and that he did what he did. That's where, and he deserves to be where he is. I agree with that. I never said that. But what I don't agree with is that the two of them have a fair fucking trial, and then we go from 12 unbiased juries that have nothing to do with this case, didn't watch the HBO document, didn't watch Gypsy's little fucking document series, that had no idea who the fuck Gypsy Rose was. And then let the court decide. If he gets 10 years and walks, then it's justified. If Gypsy gets life, it's justified. If they both get life, fine. But they didn't get fair. She cheated and walked out of prison. She set him up and he got life in prison. That's not fucking fair. And the bitch ain't never held accountable for shit. She weasels her way around things and manipulates every truth there is. That's not accountability. And Gypsy, as far as that whole shit show, I was a pawn in my con. No, bitch, you were the con. Because that's what this little gremlin right here cannot get through her fucking thick skull. Her and Sheena both. They try to say that Gypsy had no idea about the con. Then why the fuck is Gypsy not acting the same way she did when she was in Disneyland? Or was she acting like when she was acting like a mental person on the fucking stage singing, what is it, Amazing Grace or God Bless something? Or when she was in eating royal mashed potatoes, playing a 15-year-old disabled victim. If she wasn't in on the fucking con, then why the fuck ain't she acting like that today? Because supporters are trying to say that Gypsy's mom put her in the wheelchair, made her stay in the wheelchair. Okay? Alright, they don't say nothing about her mom made her act disabled. And then they want to say, oh, well, her mom lied about all the symptoms and Gypsy just didn't know that she had them. Okay, if Gypsy did not know that she fucking had them, how the fuck was she acting like a mental patient? Huh? If she wasn't aware of the fucking con going on, that the mental side of it, then why the fuck is she not still playing it? Because Gypsy was the damn con. She knew all about it. She was it. I don't think Dee had a fucking clue. I don't think Dee had a fucking clue. And there's been plenty of evidence that's come out in, like, I think the last month or last 2 weeks, or hell, even last week, where these people are coming forth that knew Gypsy Rose growing up, and this is, no. The way they explained it, Dee doted on Gypsy. She was more fucking scared that Gypsy was going to get hurt. That's not how Munchausen by proxy works. If anything, they said she was too, overprotective. Overprotective. It does not say anything about Dee doing the conning or causing Gypsy to act like a mental patient. Gypsy was acting fucking mentally y'all. You've seen it. You've seen it in the fucking videos. You've seen her at Disneyland looking up at the firework with her, her teeth sticking out and her jaws stuck in like she ain't never seen a fucking firework in her life. Like she did when she ain't never seen a beach or a fucking fingernail or a bicycle, for Christ's sakes. Gypsy was playing. If not, y'all, this is the biggest thing I cannot understand. These little things cannot get through their head. You'll see it. I think it's on this one. I do believe. Okay, it's of the shit that Gypsy Rose was looking at the night of the murder. The night before the fucking murder. The body, the BSDM bullshit, the fucking weapons at Walmart, looking up the weapons, what kind of weapons, how to get rid of the odor of decay. Okay, but you did not know the con. If she did not know the fucking con, then how the fuck was she at Disneyland a week prior to that acting that way, and then the night before the murder, she was fine. A week later, she was fine. If she didn't know the fucking con was going on. And then in this on the same sentence right here, she takes it back. Bree takes it back. Well, fine. There was no medical. It was the con. Please don't blow over or whatever. Don't blaze over the fact that she was conning and deceiving everyone else. Okay, Gypsy, everyone else is not you. So even if she was doing that, she physically wasn't fucking hurting you. But now it's no longer the medical issue. Now she's trying to say that she took her mom's life because of the conning and the grifting. If you had no fucking clue, how can you kill your mom for that? I'm with this little Mandy lady. This chick just, she likes some shit in my fucking, yeah. She gets me going. I can't, and y'all, I've explained to y'all who my sister was, and like I said, I grew up with a narcissist, and it irks my nerves. Think people like this just, yeah. It really gets me going. I cannot stand somebody to sit there and fucking lie to your fucking face. Knowing you know the truth, and you know they know the truth, and they got the balls to sit in your face and fucking lie to you. I'd rather live alone and by myself for the rest of my fucking life than live around people like that. And I did. I left the state as soon as I was able to. I left Carolina. And when we moved back to Georgia, I went to Carolina. When they moved to Carolina, I moved to Georgia. I could not, and I love them to death. God rest their soul, both of them. They're both dead, but I could not be around them. I couldn't. I could not, especially on a daily basis. I could handle them on the phone. But we could not even go on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And me and my sister, she would just lie. She would literally lie about every fucking thing. And my kids were, our kids were born right behind each other. But mine was I think a month older than both of them. Okay, so my son was born in December. Her kid was born, I think, in January. See what I'm saying? But they were both, that close together. She would literally, we would go over there or something, and they were the same fucking age, so they were doing basically the same thing, right? She would always, oh, well, my kid is doing this. And, her kid was older. My kids were older, but she would, that's what she would do. Or she'd blame my kid for something that her kid did. And it got to the point where I'm I'm not going back. We'll do holidays. We'll do them through the fucking phone. But after I was 17, I was done. I was livid. I just couldn't. I didn't need to be around people like that. If that's the way you want to live your fucking life, live it, but live it the fuck away from me. I got a huge heart, and that's why I make the content I make, because y'all, the way I look at it is I know my content's not special. I try to give y'all something. I try to give y'all truth. And every time that I see one more follower or subscriber, I know that that's another person that knows the truth of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And that makes me happy. When you guys light up my comments, and I know that y'all are actually watching, and if y'all know the truth, then y'all can spread truth. If that makes sense. So for every comment that y'all light up my comments, I love it. Because every person counts. It's going to be the right person on the right day to see it, and it's going to be all for it, if that makes sense. But if we stop, and each person stops sharing the story and stop telling the story, Gypsy's going to win. The chaos will die down. People will fade in the background. The story will get less and less, and Gypsy will win. Gypsy will live what she wants. Her fucking best life. Isn't that what she says, y'all? I'm living my best life. No, bitch. No, you're not. As long as those content creators are here, you will never live your best life. You won't live it peacefully. I fucking promise you that. But if we content creators back down, I get sick of people. Y'all, just let her live. Just leave her alone. Quit harassing her. Bitch, please. Why couldn't she take that advice why couldn't she have left her mom alone? She didn't stop harassing her. She didn't stop bullying her. Why the fuck should we stop? If she don't care about her mom, we will all care about her. She don't want to stand up and truly tell the legacy of her mom, we'll do it for her. Because anything and everything that any of us have ran across, Dee is not the piece of shit Gypsy says she is. Dee was a good-hearted woman that gave her Gypsy everything. Literally gave Gypsy everything. Her whole life was revolved around taking care of Gypsy. And we've had people say that. People has come forth and told us that that's all she did day in and day out. She took care of Gypsy. I was worried about Gypsy. Making sure Gypsy had what she needed. And then you got that little gremlin in the background not only stealing, conning from people all around her, plotting her own fucking murder. And then got the nerve to do a little bit of time, come out here and think that she's been accountable. And like she's fucking in any way, shape, form changed. No, she's not. She's still the fucking piece of shit gremlin she was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And like I say, as long as I'm on this earth, as long as I can, I will not stop spreading the truth. Whether my damn videos are shitty or not, and not try, y'all. Please check out my last video because I didn't know how to edit, but I learned how to screen record, pause it, and then go look at something else for y'all, and then push play and record it. See what I'm saying? It was okay, and then once that was done, I put my intro video first, and then I screen recorded all of it. So I think my movie was 41 minutes. So it took me 3.5 hours to do that one video. I swear to y'all, that's how long it takes me to do my videos. And I don't get to walk away. Because I gotta make sure I don't leave y'all hanging. I have to skip the video, if you know what I'm saying, or if I have to stop at parts I want to stop at. So I do put a lot of effort into my shitty content. But I do it with nothing but love, and I want to keep doing what I'm doing, and that's spreading the truth. And hopefully it'll pay off on my way up there. Gypsy's not going up, but let's watch the rest of this.
You know who she does owe? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you who she does owe. She owes her mother, her family, because her family's even commented on videos, mine included.
I can't pause it, y'all. I didn't even hear her talking until
Dee Dee and
after
her family. Yeah, they might have said crap in the prison phone calls, but they've changed their tune now after the freaking truth come out. And you want to know what's great? Okay.
Served time in prison. Like what is that? Not accountability?
She deserved what Nick got. She plotted for 2 years and tried to take her out the time before. I'm skipping over Sheena because I don't like her. I can't stand her. I don't like her.
Y'all, that's how I feel about Sheena. Shitty Sheena. Can't stand that bitch.
This on her own live. The fact that Gypsy lived her entire life isolated by her mom and then went to prison. The fact that
Bree, that's the part. See, y'all, that's the part that we can't understand. Gypsy went more motherfucking places in 1 year than I've went in my whole 46 years of life. Okay? Gypsy has talked to more men in one single setting than I've seen in my whole life. And I'm pretty cute. But that's beside the point. I was married. I came out of high school. I was married for 17 years. I had one boyfriend after that, and I got my old man now. I think I dated like a few people in between, but there wasn't many because, like I said, if you wasn't on my same level, then you just ain't on no page I'm on, if that makes sense. I don't want you around me. If you got evil intentions, if you got bad ways, just stay the fuck away from me. I'm good. I will be just as good before you and after you if you're not in my life. That's up to you. If you want to do right, then you can hang out. But if you're not, fuck it. I did good before I met you, and I'll do good afterwards. Point blank. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying.
Came out in ever, and she's never even been out for 2 years.
Isolated by her.
That's it. Y'all, Gypsy went everywhere. Gypsy went to Disneyland 2 or 3 times. She met Miranda Lambert. Okay, she got an award. I don't know if y'all know that. When she's in the wheelchair and she's singing that awful God song. And that's why I tell you, somebody was reaching out to these organizations. Gypsy got an award one year. That award is given to one person in the fucking world. Okay? They don't come knocking on your door. Especially if they don't know who you are. But the things and the organizations that were reached out to, somebody was doing it. Somebody was reaching out to them. And her mom wasn't playing on the internet, looking up for Miranda Lambert, or whatever her name is. That she wasn't wanting to sit at the damn the table with, Harry Potter. She didn't go to VisionCon. She went because of Gypsy. She was taking Gypsy. And that's why these people right here can't, y'all, the damn hiccups. If they can't get that. Everywhere that Gypsy went, her mom was pushing her. Can you imagine? Well, I mean, I can. I can imagine. Because I would probably do that for my youngin'. If my youngin', at first, they did not think that Gypsy was going to be here long. They just knew that she was sick. That's all they knew. So as far as that part, she didn't lie. If she received things believing that, then it wasn't a lie. It wasn't a con. She was just getting help from people thinking that she was doing the right thing. She was doing everything for Gypsy. But can you imagine pushing somebody for 14 fucking years and watching them have a good time and just do everything they want to do? For 14 years, her mama done that. For 14 years, Gypsy selfishly made her mom push her everywhere. And who the fuck was conning who? Because Gypsy, with her own words, lied to her mom about being able to feel her legs. So who the fuck was conning who, Bree? Be for real. Gypsy went everywhere. And who do you think was fucking pushing her? Who the fuck you think was standing in long lines at Disneyland while she was eating royal mashed potatoes? Huh? Her mom. But y'all don't give a fuck about that though, right? You don't give a fuck that Dee get up every morning and go to these doctor's appointments trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong with her? I mean, come on. She had one eye looking at the other eye. Okay? She still can't talk right. Gypsy, y'all, I just can't with these. I can't. They don't even want to pick out one good thing about this lady. Because if they ever admit that we're right, it shows you Gypsy lied about the reason she got out of prison. She won't admit that her mom did not have Munchausen by proxy and that she was part of the con. Then it shows that her and her attorney lied and that Gypsy's 8.5 years was not fucking justified. So Gypsy will never come out and be truthful because it proves that her sentence was not justified. It was falsified, not justified. So she thinks she can get on this internet and drag her mama through the fucking mud every minute, just making her what, however you say it, her logic way of thinking is right. It makes her story hold up more. No, it don't. Shows you how much of a disgusting person she is. Because she can't come out here and say one good thing. And I don't know, y'all, for the love of God, why people don't say nothing. Why don't people ask Gypsy, why didn't you tell your mama you could walk? You wasn't a part of the con. Your mom was making you stay in the wheelchair, but we got you in your own words saying you were too scared. You didn't want to tell your mama you could walk. Why aren't people asking the real questions? Ask her why the fuck her knuckles were bruised. What? A week after the fucking murder. Ask where the tie straps come from in the bedroom. Ask if she wasn't playing a fucking con. How did she go from 15-year-old disabled kid during the day and a fucking sex operator at night? But she wasn't part of the con. Okay.
There. Let me tell you something. That girl did more inside her own house.
In 2 years and already.
Okay.
It's not
If you have SNAP or Medicaid,
because
I haven't even had it on
they
3.
don't focus on the fact that yes, I took the plea deal, I pleaded guilty, I did my time, I did my parole time, I went to Nick's trial to try to get him a lesser charge and a lesser sentence.
That is such a lie, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and you fucking know it. You fucking know it, and your sentence was set in stone. If you wanted to save that man, you could have saved that man. But by saving that man would have gave him the opportunity to get out one day and blow your story to hell. And you made sure, just like your mom, nobody was ever going to speak. You don't let people speak the truth. You fucking kill them, silence them. 2 people knew things that would destroy you. And what did you do to both of them? You permanently silenced them. You're just a piece of shit, Gypsy. You're straight shit.
As a
You were
defense.
subpoenaed.
But what they are asking for, it's
Oh.
something that is.
She can't shut
They
up.
want me to take a.
No, see right here with the little whole gay and Ken shit, she's trying to what's it called? Detach herself from the crime right here. Has nothing to do. Nobody wants to hold Ken accountable for what the fuck he is. He's gay. If you cannot see, and you, Gypsy, you are the one that started this rumor. You are the one that even put it in our heads. But now you mad. Make it make sense, bitch.
Accountability
And you should.
for actions and a narrative that is not true.
What's not true?
They want me to say, I did this. I was part of the, con with my mom. I was in on it. They want that to be
You
the
were.
truth.
You were.
They're not
You.
going-
I just showed y'all why that's a lie. I just realized this. Do you know how we can actually prove that Gypsy was in on the con? Because she was 18 years old, okay? The CPS come to her home, and that's what they marked as Gypsy, she was capable of knowing the difference, but she was playing the part of being a mental patient, basically. She was acting, and they called that out, and that's why they did not approve the power of attorney. So Gypsy is fully aware that she was part of the fucking con. Because if not, she'd have acted an 18-year-old girl. Okay, if she say let's use her narrative that her mom put her in the wheelchair and she was scared that her mom would beat her ass if she did not lie to the CPS workers. She still played the part. She still played the fucking part. Just give me 10 minutes on a fucking panel. That's it. Just 10 minutes with all three of these bitches.
Do. That's just like
Period.
when
Period.
you know this whole
Yes, girl.
Sorry, y'all.
narrative.
It's not a rumor.
They want Ken to be gay. They are harping on that. They've been harping on
Who?
that. And they
Who?
won't give up.
Sir Morbid and Case?
He
And
said,
Ryan?
in the con with my mom, I was a pawn of her con.
You
No,
were the
you
con,
weren't.
bitch.
Every
I don't
kid
believe
that
anything she
people
says.
beat
I
us
don't.
on
At this
this
point, I don't
app,
even care anymore.
My mother was 10 times full, and I should not have to pay for the sins of her fucked up choices in life. That was her. This crazy Blanchard. I'm sorry. She was a fucking con artist, and she was a shit piece of mom. Like, she was not a good mom.
Being complicit in your
A shit piece of mom. A shit piece of mom would not have lived every day for a selfish bitch if she was a piece of shit. She would not have walked your fat ass everywhere, Gypsy wheeled. Your mom damn near you costed her health to push your ungrateful ass. Every fucking where. Not for a month, not for a fucking day, for 14 motherfucking years. You let your mom push you every goddamn where. Sorry. Everywhere. You let your mom change your crusty diaper till you were 23 years old. Wash your dirty ass nipples. Give you a fucking bottle when you were 23 years old. You got fucking hella nerve. Oh my. Child. Ungrateful is not even a fucking word for you anymore.
And she can't shut her mouth to even let Gypsy speak. It's like she has to explain it for Gypsy because Gypsy don't know what.
Alright guys, this is the second part I wanted to show y'all. This is of the shit that Gypsy was looking at on her computer the night. You can say the night of, night before, whatever. This is what she was looking up.
Visited, but it was either down or did not exist at that time. And that was March 10th of 2013, or May 10th of 2013. That's SYMtoys.com with bondage tape. Same name.
This is all her web searches.
Blog 2014, September 30, bondage tape. AlanEve.com, adult sex toys, kinky bondage, SP sex, mischief, bondage tape.
You do have to listen closely, but if you'll listen, sex toys, bondage equipment, the knife, how to get the odor out of decay, you just have to listen closely. But I found it interesting because it's fucking nonsense.
Now we're moving to part of the report that dealt with web history from the desktop computer, correct? Correct. So here is Walmart.com, March 19, 2015 at 3:28 p.m. With this one, it is unknown for sure which computer this visit would have happened on.
Yeah, I think you said March 19th. Did you mean
Oh,
May?
sorry, May 19th, 2015.
From there, we're going to switch back to the fave icons on the desktop computer. And did you find things associated with that visit to Walmart.com on May 19th?
Possibly on that day. So that is a Walmart.com search for bondage tape. A Walmart.com search for taser. A Walmart.com search for knives. This one is
I also want you to know that the knife she ended up
category tactical knives. When you search on Walmart for knives, it gives you other options to narrow down your search on the side. Tactical knives is one of those categories, so category tactical knives shows he drilled down into that category. That is a specific entry for a specific knife. Another knife, and a third knife.
We're going to switch to the laptop computer. And again, that Z number is the barcode number for that computer.
Correct.
We're looking at the favorite icons.
That is an Amazon page for double locking steel police handcuffs.
Date.
May 28, 2015, but again, that just shows that Amazon was visited at that time. There's no guarantee it's that specific website that was visited. And eBay.com, that is a search for tasers.
And the rest of these underneath that, also eBay searches for tasers, just with a small part of the search shown.
Yes. Taser, search for taser, a search for taser gun. That's a specific listing for a guard dog, 65 million bolt police stun gun, and a search for taser gun.
Now back to the desktop web history.
That is a visit on May 31st, 2015 to Greyhound.com, specifically a page dealing with tickets and travel. May 31st, 2015, that's the same one. Then a visit for a page on baggage information, and then a PDF on their prohibited items list. That is a visit on June 3rd, 2015 to filmingcops.com/tases handcuffed girl to death.
June 3rd, 2015.
Correct.
That's what Gypsy was
Another
watching.
visit to Greyhound.com, but that specific one, we want to know exactly which device that one was on.
On June 7th of 2015.
Correct. And then on June 8th, 2015 at 7:46 a.m., a visit to taxifarefinder.com. And then just a short while later, a specific search for what was his address to the bus station in Milwaukee.
okay, so the rest of it is
Okay, now, all right, this next part, I'm going to try to show you what I'm talking about, but somebody claims that, do y'all remember the little motel room where Nick called her a murderer? They say that they can see an apparition at the end, and it looks like Dee with curly hair, kind of stalky looking. Okay, I can't pause it. I'm not quite, I don't really see it. I see something, but I don't.
pretty much searches for, and she still looks up BDSM and watches these videos.
I'm gonna let it play. Maybe y'all can like.
A woman standing at the end of the bed with short curly hair, like a shadow figure. Told you I believe in ghosts. But this is creepy.
Okay, so went to the gym, and then after I got a.
Oh damn! I did see something cross. Did y'all see that? I'd never seen that. Shit.
Slow the video down. Go back and this video.
One of the best parts of
I
the
seen
holidays
something.
is that
I
magical
mean,
feeling created at home.
yeah,
and
I did.
decorating the
I
tree
seen something
with
like
your one-of-a-kind ornament.
like walk
Let's
by.
just take a quick look see at this video. It's the same one as this, but it really does look like Dee Dee standing at the bottom of the bed. And I could see it here, it's just not slowed down, but the next video is. And it does look like a woman standing at the end of the bed with short curly hair, like a shadow figure.
I didn't see
Told you I
nobody
believe in
standing there, but I
ghosts.
did see somebody. It
But
looked like
this is
something
creepy.
passed by.
Okay, so went to the gym, and then after I got a.
Did you see that? Something. Did you see that? Something. Oh my jeez.
Did you see that?
See, I did not see that the last time I seen that. Something fucking passed by. They were both on the bed. The shadow would not have been from over there. Okay. Y'all let me know in the comments below, but that's all I wanted of this video. And thank you, Mandy. I'm going to borrow a little of your clipping. And thank you, Renelle Smith, because I do believe you got this from Renelle Smith. So thank you both. And until the next one, guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you see. Excuse me. Till the next one.